Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we are going to review Mental Hospital VR, a game released on the Steam Store February 11th, 2021 by developer Igor Mygun. It says on the Steam Store November 11th, 2019, but that is incorrect. It's available for the HTC Vive, Valve Index, and the Oculus Rift. It normally retails for $10, is on a release sale, 30% off. I got a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game. I tested this game out on the Oculus Quest 2 using the Oculus Link cable. Mental Hospital VR is a stealth horror game. Admittedly, I didn't get very far into this game. I just got frustrated by the core game mechanics. So the core game mechanic, at least at the start, is that you're being chased by this chainsaw wielding person all around the map. Meanwhile, you have to sort of figure out puzzle in order to open a room, in order to further get inside this mental hospital. I looked high and low for that code. I couldn't find it. I did find some objects that I think you're supposed to be able to use in some way. In which way, I don't know, because I was constantly being chased by this chainsaw wielding person. And the problem with this game is that it's teleport only. You do have snap turning, and it's just too dark in certain areas. Your flashlight doesn't really work all that well. You're supposed to be able to holster your flashlight, but it was very difficult for me to unholster it, and to holster it, it would constantly drop on the ground when I tried to holster it. And it seems to always break when you go inside this room. I don't know if that's supposed to happen or not. I believe it's part of the game and it is supposed to break, but it does make the game kind of tedious because it's already too dark. The flashlight doesn't help that much, and then you're forced to use a candle, which illuminates even less, and the whole system is just very cumbersome. It's way too dark in too many areas of the game, so it's just not easy moving around, and you're always being chased, and this guy will stop chasing you all of a sudden. I've had him just find me out of nowhere, and you really never know what this guy is going to do. I've had him just stand in front of me for several minutes and not do anything. In fact, I've had him just stand in a room like glitch and not respond at all, and I could move inside the room and he wouldn't do anything. You'll see from this video that he kind of stopped chasing me both times, but when I got close to it, it just killed me, and so you'll see that on this video both times it happened exactly the same way. So the stealth mechanic in this game definitely needs some work. You can lose his trail and he's not following you anymore, and you go exploring inside a room thinking that you're safe, and all of a sudden he'll go exactly into the room that you were at, even if you were just standing completely still. It doesn't matter, and then you're just blocked there. You can't really get out. You have to hope that it's glitched in order for you to be able to get out of the room and get out of its way. Otherwise you're dead and you have to restart from the checkpoint. There is no manual save here. Basically you're starting back to the start of that chapter regardless. Mental Asylum VR is running on the Unity engine. On my RTX 3080 I was getting a steady 90 frames per second, and there's not very many settings available. I did have the graphics at ultra, so that's one of the settings available, and you can also choose language, but that's it as far as options. I would like to see more options available, and definitely I think this developer needs to add full locomotion, smooth turning, and different degrees of snap turning. I think that's necessary for this type of game. You just really don't feel like you're actually using stealth with the teleport only mechanic. I don't know when stealth is working or not. That chainsaw guy seems to lose sight of you and you think you're good, and then all of a sudden he'll come back out of nowhere and start chasing you again. So definitely needs more options available. It's too dark in certain areas, and the stealth mechanic definitely needs to be fixed. And like I said, there's a code for a room. I'm supposed to find that code somewhere, but you have this chainsaw guy chasing you around the map, so it's just really difficult to be able to solve that. I didn't find any code anywhere. I did find some objects that you can interact with. I wasn't sure exactly how to use any of those objects. The interactions here are very poor, very bad interactions. I had troubles with holstering my flashlight, with actually using it. The flashlight doesn't really illuminate all that well, and just the objects you can pick up, you don't know, well, can I interact with it? How do I interact with it? The only thing I was able to do was read the notes that are strewn about, and that's about it as far as interactions. Everything else, other than maybe the candle, we can actually use it as an alternative light source. I really didn't know what to do with all those other objects that you can pick up. I did experience a few bugs. I think I mentioned some already, but one of them is that I got stuck in the terrain and I couldn't move. I had to figure out how to move out of the way that I was stuck in, and you try to teleport, you just can't, and you're just stuck there. And also it seems like your avatar hands go in weird places, and just overall this game is clunky. The interactions need to be more smooth, more polished. The stealth mechanic needs to be more refined, and all those issues are a shame because this is actually a very nice looking game. I already liked it. It has a nice atmosphere and the graphics look surprisingly well. I'm not sure if you can really tell from this video, but once you're actually inside these maps, they actually look really good. I think the opening cinematic scene is not very well done, and so it leaves like a bad first impression, but after that point, this game is actually pretty atmospheric. It looks really good. The fog effect is well done, and even the lighting in certain areas is excellent. It's just really bad in certain other areas, so the net effect of the lighting is that it's bad, and that's basically this game in a nutshell. It looks really good in certain areas. It's got a nice atmosphere. It should be a good stealth horror game, but the game mechanics here are so poor that it just brings down the whole experience, and it makes me not be able to recommend this game. I just can't recommend this game. That it has too many issues, even though it does look really nice in certain spots. So if I have to rate Mental Hospital VR, I would give it a 4.5 out of 10. It's close to being good, but it's just not good enough for me to recommend. I would wait for either a very big sale where you can put up with all these issues and maybe still enjoy some parts of this game, or wait for an update from this developer where he fixes all these issues, and there are numerous issues here to fix. The biggest thing that needs to be fixed is that we need better locomotion than what's in here, and we also need a better stealth mechanic. What's here just doesn't work really well, and maybe better guidance on these puzzles. There was a code, I looked everywhere, couldn't find any way to locate this code or have any clue where it might be, and again, you're being chased by a chainsaw wielding guy all the time that you're trying to find this code. So anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. If you liked my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the video.